That's a bad call, Blue. The shoelaces are strung tight onto each foot. The steel plate covering the outside of each shoe is also strung on. The shin guards are wrapped tightly around each calf. The shoulder pads are latched on. The collared shirt is pulled over the uniform. The smell of sweat from hours behind home plate stenches the uniform. I step out onto the field ready to umpire and realize the sad truth. It is the same team that has given me trouble all season. As an umpire, this is a melancholy moment because every official knows that they will never catch a break. The worst part is that the players are never the issue. It's the coach, Mr. Sarlo. Mr. Sarlo stands at around 6 feet tall. His large Italian body structure enhances his presence at the game. His eyes follow me as I enter the field. His thick gut hangs slightly over his belt. He is in a full pinstriped uniform with his town's name printed proud across his chest. His eyes roll and his shoulders drape as I arrive. He is clearly happy to see me. He struts into the dugout to prepare his team for the game. I was hoping for the best. The game started relatively smoothly, but one moment forever changed my perspective on youth baseball. It was the top of the third. The batter hit the ball and began sprinting to first. Standing behind home plate, I ran out in front. I saw the glove catch the ball, followed by the footstep on the base by the runner heading to first. I made the call. He's out. At the time, I was pretty confident in this call. It was a close call, but I felt I got it right. The kid trotted back to the dugout. The next batter came up to bat as if nothing happened. However, Mr. Sarlo was displeased. With his fingers weaved between the dugout fence and his gut pressed gently against it, he called over to the first base coach asking if the kid was safe. The first base coach, a tall, lanky man, gave a nod to confirm that the kid was safe. He then turns to me and bellows in his deep Italian voice, "Hey ref, he said he was safe!" The next inning, the seemingly cute, innocent kid that I had called out came up to me and said he was safe. He stood there confident, almost identical to his father, Mr. Sarlo. I stared him down, unresponsive to the short Italian boy that was standing in front of me. He walked away, realizing I was ignoring his pity. At the time, I was dumbfounded with this incident. How could a team completely reject any ideas of courtesy in baseball? Never should a player or coach argue with an umpire. In fact, in the rules of the game, it's grounds for ejection. The members of the team say whatever they want in order to get their point taken. The game continues on whether you like it or not. Baseball does not allow for the reversal of calls. These were the thoughts that fumed through my head after the incident took place. It frustrated me for a while. Now that I think back on the incident, I find the worst part about this is that these kids were only 8 years old. This sort of "I'm right and the ref is wrong" attitude is being casted upon them at such a young age by their parents. People wonder why players cannot control their tempers in the major leagues. I often see young kids displaying the same discourteous actions as their coaches. I sit back and just hope the next generation of baseball does not end up as ill-tempered and discourteous as the last one. Sure, I was angry at the time, but really my sole purpose to the game is to make the calls, not teach parents how to raise their kids. Baseball is a wonderful sport ruined by the attitudes adopted by parents, too blinded to see that they are ruining the sport for the children and for others who wish to enjoy it.